So the last thing I left off with on the hex hex socket thingy-mabobber that I've been trying to work towards for the mill repair. The last time I left off with it, I was going to make modifications to rig it up on the shaper, to finish it up on the shaper. Well, I kept kind of running into one snag after another, but I think now I'm going to wind up going back to the mill and just use the mill to broach it, since I've got something fairly simple rigged up for that as it stands to run through that project. But I do have this partially solved. What I was going to do is take this plate of steel and secure it to the shaper's bed like this. And I was going to drill out a clearance hole that I could bolt the hex adapter and the spline adapter to the inboard side of this, and then just, finish out my splines and whatnot on that. So for being aluminum, for the parts that I'm going to cut being aluminum, that would be plenty strong for that particular project. But I got a different direction I'm going to go now, I think, after all. This is the whole reason why I have this little indexing table thing, is specifically for stuff like that. So I don't have to get the big 16-inch rotary table out. I don't have to get the heavy indexing head out. Going to try, this is fairly thin metal. I'm going to try and see if it has enough strength to hold these two pieces down as I go through this with the broach, with the slaughter. I think it should work, considering it's virtually all going to be down pressure. But the small hang-up I had, well, not really a hang-up, just laziness, I think, more than anything. The next step on this little project was I need to secure it in the lathe so that I can drill and bore out the center. But this is where I always get hung up on projects like this, because I get tired of swapping the jaws back and forth. I was just watching DeBoss Garage a few minutes ago, and he was using an impact driver for a project, and I was like, wait a second, I don't have to use Allen wrenches. I've got a set of Allen drivers that I can use on my impact wrench, or impact driver. So I have a sneaky suspicion I can make this little particular swapping project take a fraction of the time it used to take me. Put you back in the holder there. Let's see if I can get these jaws swapped out real quick. This is the one thing that always got me stopped pretty much right in my tracks, is getting these jaws reversed, because it was such a hassle using just regular Allen wrenches. Granted, of course, I should take the time to clean the jaws up a little bit. That's a heck of a lot faster than they were before, that's for sure. I would say that is a winner. Other than dropping this down here, Well, it was a winter until that started happening. At any rate, you guys get the idea. So I'll continue on with that off camera because there's no reason to bore you to tears with it, but that's definitely a nice way to speed things up.